What's up, YouTube? Figured I'd give you guys a little update. Not much going on in my tank, but it's been a while since I made a video. So, couple new additions. As you can see, I got a lot more live rock. Okay, and got rid of my canister my canister filter. After a lot of research and a lot of reading, Reef Central. I'm doing a lot of reading on this guy, New York Stilo. Real knowledgeable about the saltwater reef tanks and things like that. If you're running a saltwater tank and you have a canister filter and you're running filter media through it, or if you're using it for anything but a reactor, you might as well just take it off, because it's just going to add to your nitrates. And I read that, and I continued to roll with the canister, and I continued to see nitrates, and it was just a pain in the neck, because every week I'd have to scrub out the canister filter. So I just took it off, and I'm just running my wave maker. I got a J-Bow WP25 wave maker, which is more than sufficient for this 55-gallon tank. Right now, as you can see by the controller, I fed the fish, so it's on like a 5-minute timeout so that the fish can eat, and there's still a tiny little bit of food left in the tank, so they're swimming around trying to grab any piece they can. And I also have a Corollia 850-gallon-per-hour power head on that side. So I got a lot of circulation going on in the tank. And for those of you who don't know, the live rock is your main source of filtration in your fish tank. This is where your biological filtration is going to occur, mostly in your live rock and your live sand. Tons of surface area. I mean, if you look at a couple of these pieces of rock, all these crevices and holes and stuff, that's where all the bacteria is going to go in, and that's where they're living, and that's where they're processing the ammonia. I have zero ammonia, and that's all I'm running. I'm running a couple power heads, live rock, live sand. Do have a little bit of nitrates. My nitrates are probably around 10 parts per million, which isn't too bad, but before I start putting coral in here, I'm going to build a centrifugium, and I'm going to grow some microalgae, probably some chaetomorpha. It's going to go down here. I have a 30-gallon tank that I'm going to convert probably this weekend. Should fit right down there, plumb it in there, and hopefully that'll get rid of my nitrates. And the only other addition, my big addition I need is another set of lights. I want to go with the LED lights. Anyone out there watching this video, if you can give me an idea what LED lights to go with that's not going to break the bank, be much appreciated. But I'll talk a little bit about the wave maker. Things pretty neat. I have it set to make a pretty good wave in my tank when the fish aren't feeding. And it's got a sensor on this control box, so when the lights go out, at night when I'm watching TV and the lights in the living room go out, it'll sense that it's nighttime and it'll slow way down, so it just makes kind of a constant easy flow to give the fish and all my guys in here a break. And that just reminded me, I do have another addition in my tank. I got a blood red fire shrimp. Let's see if we can see him. You can see him peeking over there. Let me see if I can zoom in on him. I hope I don't drop my phone in the tank here. Let's see if I can zoom in on him. He's sitting there looking at us. There he is. He hides underneath that rock, and he grabs whatever food he can, then he darts back under there. He's by far one of the coolest members of this fish tank, because he's bright red. He's got white lines, and he's got white dots, and he's totally cool. And he totally gets along with the other guys in the fish tank, which is good. And he scavenges, but he's pretty shy. He just hides underneath this rock all the time. He only comes out at feeding time. Behind him you see some Nazareth snails. Those guys are really cool too, because they burrow into the sand and you don't even see them until you throw some food in there. And once you throw the food in there, they come out of the sand like zombies, coming out of the ground. And they chow, and then they go back and they hide some more. But anyway, that's really it. Got my two clowns. Where are they? One. Blue tang. He's eventually going to get too big for this tank, so I'll be trading him in. Hopefully bringing him back to a store for a credit. And there's my royal grandma. He's really cool. The kids really like him. But anyway, that's it I have for an update. When I build my sump, I'll give you guys another update. Like I said, the only filtration I'm running right now is live sand and live rock, and plenty of water flow. Maybe the next video I'll give you guys a demonstration of the wave maker, the different modes and stuff like that. But I highly recommend it for the price. I think I paid like 60 bucks, 60 bucks and change on Amazon for it. I got it like 2 days later. Works great. It's real quiet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not just running that. I have a protein skimmer, which you guys know if you've seen my other videos. But I do have the eShop's PSK 100 hang-on back protein skimmer. That's the other part of my filtration system. Thing works great. That's real quiet. Real happy with it. So if any of you guys have any questions on my thoughts on the protein skimmer, the live rock, the power heads, let me know. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great, because I'm gonna do a DIY sump. I'm gonna make a video of that, and I'll catch up to you guys. All right. See you around.